Class, go on.
Alright class, pay attention. This is your splicing lesson with Ollie Hartas from Australia. 101 in San Carlos de la Repita. So, you've got a piece of dyneema.
Yes.
About a foot along it. You want to push the braid together so it's nice and loose. Then you slide your fid through the centre. Now because dyneema is a 12 braid rope, you want to get 6 braids on either side so it's even. Then you take the tail, you pass it through your fid, about 2 centimetres, 3 centimetres, and then you pull it through the centre. So it looks a little bit like that. Now you can adjust however big you want your eye splice to be, but for this one I think we'll just make it this sort of size. So once you've got it at the right size, on the outside of your first splice, push the braid together of the tail, and you go through it, again getting 6 on either side, and you pass the long end of the rope through your fid, and you go through the rope again, pull it all the way through, so it locks together like that. And then you've got your tail. What you do is starting about 4 centimetres up from the end, push it together, and you take out one strand. You take your cutting implement, otherwise known as scissors, and you cut it off there. Now about 1 centimetre up, or 2 centimetres up from that one, you take out another strand.
Wow.
And again, with your cutting implement,
Also known as scissors.
also known as scissors, you cut it off. Now make sure, kids, that you get your parents' permission to use scissors, because it's pretty dangerous, you know. I had safety scissors taken off me once because I was being an idiot. And again, you take off another strand.
How far down was that then? 2 centimetres more?
Yeah, even distances, Everything's nice and even and methodical. And what we're doing here is this process is known as feather taping. And basically it means that once you tuck the tail into the working end, it won't stop abruptly and it'll peter out nice and smooth. And that way you won't get any fraying on your eye splice. So just keep feather taping along.
Why am I starting to hurt? You would speed up the process.
Hey, splicing is not a process you can do quickly. Would you ask a master chef to speed up his process? Maybe in the pressure test, but I don't know.
You can cut all of them, one by one?
Yeah, all of them one by one, so that at the end you've only got one strand.
Oh la la.
Yeah, it's just a bit like that.
The last one.
And I'll just shorten this one a bit. So now you can see that we started here with 12 strands, and slowly it peters out to nothing. So then you go along your main end until it falls off, and then you go about another 4 or 5 centimetres along, push the braid together, take your splicing fid and slide it down the centre of the rope. Now remember kids, this is a dangerous process, so you've got to have your parents' permission before you do anything.
Oh, arm.
I'm terribly sorry that I'm taking so long. The end result will be worth it.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola Amatil.
I don't like Coca-Cola, you said.
I'm not a fan of Coke, but you know, for the sponsors, Coke is...
It's time to show the Australian flag.
Yep, representing Australia here in sunny Spain. It's currently like 5 degrees.
So you ready anytime now?
Yeah, no, it's delayed.
You can look at this toolbox in the meantime.
Meanwhile,
Beautiful.
we'll just
You
take a
see,
commercial break here.
everything.
It could not be more pink.
It could not be more girlish, but still so full of function.
This is like Toolbox by Hannah Delborg 101.
I could have done this, yeah, that's for sure. Look at my pink here, here.
And then cutting back to the
Somewhere here.
splice.
Yes.
All right.
This is, after all, a splicing demonstration. So once you get it all the way down the center, down to the bottom, as low as you possibly can, you poke the fid out the bottom. Stop shooting my mouth. Then you pass the tail inside the fid, like so. And then pull it all the way through the middle.
That does not look good right now.
Get your mind out of the gutter. And then what you do, here we go, this will make you feel happy, is you milk it all the way along, very gently.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah, those look fun.
No sexual innuendos here. All the way along. And there you have an eye splice.
And then what you use it for?
You can use this for anything. You can even use this as like a slip knot type deal. You just pass the other end through, and
And that's 101.
that's 101 splicing with Ollie
Bye.
Hartas.
There we go.